Accessing library computer data.
Hi, and welcome to my review of the Queen Vessel Prime card pack that came out in January of 2018. I definitely think it's one worth getting. There's some interesting ways to get battle stations, so let's get to it. The first card in this pack is the Queen Vessel Prime, which is a Borg Octahedron. It has 6 attack, 0 agility, 8 hull, and 7 shields, with target lock, scan, and regenerate in its action bar, with 2 Borg slots, 1 tech, 1 weapon, and 2 crew slots for 42 points, with the ability of, during the end phase, add 1 drone token to the captain equipped to the ship. I really like this ability. Combine it with the tactical drone that comes in this pack, and as long as your opposing ship is in range, you can take a battle station action and keep your captain skill. It is unfortunate that it still costs 42 points and is the same name variant as the original retail pack of the Queen Vessel Prime, which means you can't fly 2 named variants of the Borg Octahedron in the same fleet. But it is a nice ability, and it's a worthwhile card to have. The next card in the pack is the generic Borg Octahedron. It has 6 attack, 0 agility, 8 hull, and 6 shields, with target lock, scan, and regenerate in its action bar, 2 Borg slots, 1 tech, 1 weapon, and 1 crew slots for 38 points, so it is 4 points cheaper than the Queen Vessel Prime. You lose a shield, the ability, and a crew slot for that. It is also 2 points cheaper than the previous generic Borg Octahedron, which is always nice to see. I do wish it kept the crew slot and lost probably either the weapon or the tech, but it's an okay generic as is. As with the other card packs, you'll need to purchase the Queen Vessel Prime retail version in order to get the movement dial, the model, and the card. But it's 1 and 2 straights are green, 1 left and right turns are green. Its 4 straight is white, which is nice to see, as long as its 1 and 2 reverses are also white. Its 4 left and right turns are red, along with its reverse are red. But those 1 and 2 maneuvers backwards make it a very mobile ship, and it's a nice thing to see. So the first captain that comes in this pack is also named first. So setup, place 6 drone tokens on this card. Activation phase, spend 1 drone token, remove 2 time tokens or 1 disable token for an upgrade equipped to the ship for 4 points. There's not a lot of Borg upgrades that use time tokens. Threat analysis later in this pack does, which is kind of where I think you'd probably want to use this ability for the time tokens. Otherwise, the disabled, unless you're using having a way to get back the drone tokens, is probably not much better than using an action to remove the disabled token. So I think he's okay. The second captain that comes in this pack is Tactical Drone. So setup, place 6 drone tokens on this card. Combat phase, if an opposing ship is within range, spend 1 drone token. Place a battle station token beside the ship, all for 3 points. I think this captain is really good. It's a way to get battle stations on Borg ships which natively do not have it. And only for 3 points for a 6 skill captain. I think that's really good. And if you combine it with a way to retrieve your Borg tokens, like with the Queen Vessel Prime that comes in this pack, you never see a reduction in captain skill and can continually use this ability. The first crew in this pack is NEONATAL Borg, so he is limited to 1 per ship. Add 1 crew upgrade slot to the ship's upgrade bar, essentially replacing itself. If this card is equipped to a Borg ship, you may have Borg crew upgrades fill the ship's tech or Borg upgrade slots for 2 points. I think he's okay. It's probably not something you go on every ship, but if you have a lot of Borg crew that you want to have fill up your tech and Borg slots, certainly an option, or for a somewhat cheap discard. The second crew in this pack is second, so during the activation phase, once per game, discard the captain equipped to the ship. Perform an action as a free action, then place 4 drone tokens on this card. This card becomes the ship captain for 4 points. I don't think he's very good. You're probably going to have a higher skill captain on the ship to begin with, and so you're essentially paying 4 points for a free action, and it's just not worth it. The third crew in this pack is Mazzotti. So whenever the effect of a crew upgrade would target the ship, discard this card and target that crew upgrade. Disable the target crew upgrade and cancel its effect. Only for 2 points. I love this card. It's effective protection against gankers or anything else that would affect any of your crew on your ship, so definitely a worthwhile card to have in your fleet. The last crew in this pack is 1, so action, discard this card. For each damage this ship suffers this game round, disable 1 of its active shields instead of destroying it. If this ship has no active shields, damage is applied normally for 4 points. I think he's pretty expensive for an action discard, and all your opponent really has to do is not target your ship. I guess it could work with something like multi-kinetic neutronic mines, which guarantees damage to your ship, but otherwise I don't think he's very good. The only elite talent in this pack is Neural Transponder, so it is limited to 1 per ship, to a Borg ship, and to a Borg captain. So whenever a battle station, evade, scan, or auxiliary token is placed beside the ship, you must discard this card. Each other friendly ship within range 1 to 2 that has a Neural Transponder upgrade equipped to it must also place a token of that same type beside it if it does not already have one, for 2 points. While it is only 2 points, I don't particularly think the effect is worth it. You're probably not going to want to buy 3 or 4 of these cards to have every ship in your fleet have a Neural Transponder. I mean, I guess you could use it for battle station action to get all your ships to have one, but I really still don't think it's worth it. The weapon that comes in this pack is Tractor Beam, so the attack value of this weapon is equal to the ship's primary weapon value. Attack: discard this card and target an opposing ship within range 1 to 2. For each critical that would deal damage to the defending ship's hull, you may instead steal 1 tech or crew upgrade from the defending ship, ignoring the ship's restrictions, for 5 points. This is quite different than the original Borg Tractor Beam, as the original was a Borg upgrade and cost 7 points, and would, disable the active shields of the ship, and you can't raise its shields or cloak, and restricted its movement. This instead is a weapon. I don't particularly think this is worth using. 5 points for a discard, and you have to deal critical damage for it to really be effective. So it's probably not worth using and spending the points on when Borg ships are already quite tight against the 50-point limit. So the tech that comes in this pack is Technological Analysis. So combat phase. Spend 1 drone token and target an opposing ship. Discard 1 battle station, evade, scan, or target lock token beside the target ship within range 1 to 3 for 4 points. I think it's a tad expensive for what it does, but it is kind of nice to be able to discard, especially the battle station or target lock, so they cannot modify their attack dice and get better quality against your ship, but probably a little expensive. The last card that comes in this pack is also the only Borg upgrade, so Threat Analysis. Action: place 2 time tokens on this card. Place a battle station token beside the ship for only 1 point. The 1 point is fantastic, and is also essentially a way to gain the battle station action on your action bar every second turn, or if you want to combine it with the captain first and the Queen Vessel Prime, you will be able to take it every turn if you so choose. Or if you buy 2 of these, you can run 2 of them on pretty much any of the larger Borg ships, which is a fantastic ability to have. So thank you for watching my review / overview of the Queen Vessel Prime card pack. I definitely think it's one worth getting, even if it's just for threat analysis. Also, Mazzotti is a really good crew. The tactical drone captain is also really good. And first, I don't mind. The rest of the cards are probably meh, but certainly one worth getting. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.